I mean, if you want to come in here and say some
Well, after my round, I'll definitely.
Okay, of course.
Wait, so who are we watching them?
Yeah, we're streaming the A group.
I go last.
Or the B group.
I go last.
I mean, you can. You just need to go talk to them.
Hey! Hey! Jeremy!
Alright, so what's going on, everybody? This is Coach Braddock for the Burke County Bears, Burke County High School Bears Esports team. So this is a new for us. We are trying to get it to where we can kind of stream some of our matches. And so me and my assistant coach, Coach Ruffin, have set up this very, very basic streaming rig. And so what you guys are seeing right here is our Smash B team. They're preparing for their match. This guy behind us, he is one of our aces for our Smash A team. This is Ty. Ty, you actually should be able to put this bad boy on the top.
Alright.
Let's get it underneath. Ty is a senior at Burke County High School. He has just a semester and a half left, and he is our Smash A, part of our Smash A trio. So Ty, why don't you explain to the viewers here the complexity of Smash, because it's not a game that you can just pick up and roll with.
Well, I mean, you can. You wouldn't be good, but you could pick it up. I mean, it's mostly just about. I think the hardest part really is finding who you want to play, because I'm still like trying to find who I actually want to stick to, because there's so many characters. I mean, like what? There's like 70 something.
Yeah.
Too many. But when it really comes down to it, I mean, the game is really open for anybody, for any type of playstyle. Some more degenerate than others, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think anybody could really pick it up. But there's a lot of complexities to it. I mean, there's just things that it's just a lot of info dump that you kind of got to get through in practice in order to figure it out. I mean, nothing too crazy, but it's not that rough, but it's still pretty rough.
Of course, yeah. So let's just kind of explain what's going on here. So here we have this is
Oh God.
Who is playing as Sora, right? No,
Yeah, Sora, yeah.
Yeah, Sora. Okay, so Sora's the guy with the key labeled as Burke County High School Esports 2, and we're going up against this today.
I do not know actually. I don't even know who we're playing against. I think it's some South Carolina team. I'm not sure.
Well, no, it would definitely be a Georgia team. The only people that play teams that aren't in the state is going to be Street Fighters team. They're also part of it.
Yeah.
I would love to talk about that a little bit.
Oh, I
Let's
love
see. These guys represent Social Circle High School in Monroe.
Oh.
We actually played them a while.
I think that's who we're playing on A team as well.
We played them a few times last year. So, just kind of explain what's going on here to people.
Alright, so, you know, Ethan, from what I've seen, he plays a very, like, constricting kind of game. He's not the best, but he's definitely good, but in his own little funky way. So how he likes to play is he tries to keep stage control at all times using his wonky aerials, because Sora, he has this special thing for him, which is where most of his normal attacks can do 3-hit combos. Like, just if you press it 3 times, you can do a 3-hit. Meaning that if he gets one of his, like, if he gets an awkward hit on you, he can turn that into something. It's hard to explain, because, well, for people that don't play, but, I mean, while watching him play, you can see he's mostly going to use that, and it just killed him. Yeah. But he's mostly going to attempt to use that his 3 hits along with his projectiles and, you know, his up B, which was that spinning, that upward spin motion that he just did, along with the homing attack in order to just keep stage control. And then when they get high enough, he'll attempt to go for a kill. Which, I mean, it's not a bad playstyle. It's annoying to play against, but it's definitely effective. So I think at the end of the day, it works out for him.
Of course it does, because he just took game 1. So the way that Smash Bros. Works in the Social Circle is we have 3 players on a team. So for our B team, who we're showcasing today, it's Ethan Rayburn, senior at Burke County High School. Jose Leon, actually a newcomer to our esports team, also a senior at Burke County High School, and then Jabari Johnson, the senior at Burke County High School. So it kind of works like tennis. If you're a tennis fan out there, you have one player go up against another player, and it kind of works like game set match. So what we're doing right now is we're playing a set of 3. So Ethan is now up 1-0. The first person to win 2 in that set of 3 wins. So if Ethan can take one dub here, then us first time we're going to be up 1-0, and then we're going to rotate in somebody else.
Yeah, they definitely messed up.
Yeah.
They forgot that.
So what's going on here?
They forgot to switch the stage.
Oh, okay.
They just immediately went back into it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like red tape that we got to cut through here. There's a lot of like stage striking. So basically what that means is we just pick what map that we're going to play on. So you can see here, this is the exact same map as last time. And that would normally be a problem, but I think we just kind of got started a little bit early. So Ty, maybe you can speak a little bit more on like, what stage striking is.
So there's very limited stages that you're able to play in competitive. And so what stage striking is, it's allowing you and your opponent to take out certain stages which wouldn't be beneficial to you. Or if you know a stage, you know, if you're playing a character that can generally play good on any stage, you could take away stages that your opponent would like to play on. Because every stage, despite how they look and despite the formatting, they all tend to be very crucial in order for a character's game plan. And so characters, you know, who don't like platforms, they'd want to choose something like Final Destination, which is a flat piece of land. Or if they like platforms, they could choose something like Battlefield in order to get combos off of the extra platforms that it gives. And so stage striking allows you to not only keep things that you'd like, while also taking away things that your opponent would like to have as well. So it's just another way of adding a level of complexity to it, another layer. And so what they're doing now is we vote on it, and so I think usually the winner would wait for their opponent to strike 2, and then they'd strike another one, and then we would choose, or it'd be the opponent striking 2, and then we just choose. I forgot, you know, but
of course, yeah.
it's just another layer that competitive Smash has, at least when we're doing it with PlayVS, that kind of helps the experience, and it helps, you know, kind of keep another thing in mind while playing.
Of course, yeah. So it's just kind of a way to even the playing field for everybody that's out there. So it gives the loser a chance to hopefully narrow down on what so we can see Ethan's actually kind of, well, I don't know, it's off to a pretty easy start here. So just for people who don't play, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, like you obviously see Ethan DC Esports 2 versus Green 2002. So underneath him, well, let's just go ahead and start with percentages, right? The percentages are talking about damage. So right now, Ethan, just percentage-wise, is kind of has an advantage on damage.
But Joker does have Arsene, which means that he's going to be racking up a lot of percentage on Ethan quickly. Okay. Because Arsene is a character-specific thing that Joker has, which is the person where our opponent is playing, where once they fill that little meter up over there, they'll be allowed to have the little dude with the wings beside him. And while they have Arsene active, a lot of their moves become a lot stronger. They get a reversal and a reflect, which means they can stop normal attacks and projectiles with that one move. They get a lot stronger hits. They get a better recovery. They get it definitely helps, since Joker has a hard time killing with his normal moveset, which is mainly very combo heavy. And so just being able to have Arsene there, which allows them to eventually, once they're high enough, be able to get the kill, it definitely benefits Joker, and that's why he's one of the best characters in the game.
Yeah, and we can see you can actually handle this pretty well. Now, underneath the percentages, underneath, that means sorry, we're getting communication, but we can see that underneath those, the heads kind of represent how many lives. And so in Smash we call them stock. So right now, not only does he have the advantage damage-wise, he also has the advantage stock-wise. Whereas the guy playing
yeah.
Only has he's kind of handling business despite the boost that Joker had. His uterus full. What did you call it again? What's just like
Oh, Arsene?
arson? Yeah, so despite having that accuracy.
And yeah, I think that goes along because of how Ethan plays. Since he's playing very constrictively and he's playing very kind of walling himself off, kind of trying to keep control of the stage. I feel like since Joker can't really get a grasp down, he's finding it hard to get in, while Ethan can just continually get him with the homing attacks and the projectiles he has. Because Sora has access to 3 different projectiles, which would be his Fireball, his Thunder, which is the little 3 Thunder pillars that come down, and then his Freeze, which is a much shorter range, but it turns them to ice, which means that they're unable to do anything for a couple seconds. And so, while cycling through these, he's able to, along with the homing attacks and just his overall good stage control, he's able to close out games like that.
Yeah, he actually put in work there. So, with that, to anybody who's watching, Burke County just went up 1-0. So, Ethan is done. At least for 2 more games. He might, actually get a third in. It is Wednesdays, and Ethan does have something that he has to go through. But he's leaving a little bit early, so this might actually be the last time that we see him. I'm not entirely sure, but usually if it's going to roll the way that it's been rolling during scrimmages and preseasons, we're probably going to see Jose next. Ty, you're somebody who's played against Jose, and a lot of people say that he's really good.
Oh, he's definitely the best Smash player here, in terms of everybody, including A Team, which is why I think he was put onto B Team, was just because he's able to, since I'm not going to say that they're a worse team, but they're definitely like a weaker when it comes to competitive Smash.
Yeah, we're just trying to balance out.
Yeah, he definitely helps them in order to close out games.
Sure, and it actually looks like we're going for Jabari here. We saw Dark Sama go underneath the controls, so Dark Sama is Jabari's gamer tag, so that's how we know that that's what we're running.
Grab that chair real quick.
Jabari and Jose actually run the same main, which is the guy with the punching gloves. His name's Ulitmate. So. Yeah, it looks like we're getting Jabari here. Now, Jabari's good. Now, Jabari's main is definitely Mario Kart, and I'm hoping that if this goes well, we can kind of sit down and commentate some on Mario Kart as well tomorrow, because Jabari's really, really good at Mario Kart. What's up? You good? A pencil sharpener. I think, aren't they outside? Doesn't he keep them outside? Like up there behind where y'all play, right? I don't know. I think. But yeah, I'm really excited to see be able to commentate Jabari's Mario Kart playing. But he's also very good and very respectful at Smash too. So.
Yeah, personally, I can't. I don't play Mario Kart enough to commentate on it, so we'll probably get somebody else in here in order to help commentate him with Mario Kart. But for now, y'all are stuck with me until I gotta play. So, yeah, now we're just waiting for stage striking, and whenever that gets done, I'll definitely enjoy commentating on Jabari.
So, as somebody that's played against Jabari, I know Little Max's main, but he also runs against Kirby. Who do you find a little bit more aggravating to play against?
Oh, Little Mac. Oh, man. So, Little Mac's problem for me, personally, is that all of his smash attacks, which are the strong attacks in this game, they all have armor. And they're very fast as well. So, what I'll find happening is that he'll go for a random smash attack. I'll go in either to hit it or to move out of the way, and I'll either get hit by the smash attack because I tried to hit it, or I'll end up being unable to punish him for doing the random smash attack because of how fast he can recover from it. And so what you'll find while playing against Little Mac is that you really just gotta get him off stage, which our opponent's playing Kirby, so that might be a problem for him. But I feel like Jabari is able to I feel like Jabari is able to do something with it, because Kirby's a relatively light character, and Little Mac being able to hit as hard as he does, all he really needs is an opening, and he can start piling on the damage.
And I think Jabari's actually a little bit of an advantage here too, just because Kirby is the second main.
He had the stall with the down air, but I think he just panicked too much and he ended up messing it up. So I definitely think if he ends up losing this match against the Kirby, or even if he doesn't, he will be switching afterwards. If not, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to tell him to, because what is he doing? But overall, I think despite the rough start, I think Jabari can get it as long as he doesn't just get too tunnel visioned on attempting those smash attacks due to the fact that Kirby's so light. I think he can definitely do it though.
So yeah, so Jabari obviously actually just tied it up there, but Jabari is still 60 gotta get something going now. Something that I don't know, and I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But Ulitmate had that little like KO symbol punch.
Oh, KO punch?
Yeah.
Okay, so while Little Mac plays, you'll see those arrows start to build up, either while he's taking damage or he's hitting the opponent. Once it fills up, Little Mac will have access to a KO punch, and KO punch is by far one of the best moves in the game due to just how fast, how hard it hits, and how low you can kill with it. And also, it has armor, and you can't even shield it, which shielding, you know, is the main way that you avoid taking damage in this game.
Just for everybody who's watching, may not be sure, the shields are the blue and the red circles that are popping out every once in a while.
I'm hoping we get to see a KO punch here, because I know, you see that little uppercut that he just did? That was a KO punch. Unfortunately, because of Kirby's small size, he was unable to hit it. But it was definitely, you definitely saw at least if you play Smash, you'll definitely know that he was setting up for it. But I think soon enough he'll be able to close out this game, and we'll be able to see more of his little match.
He's done a really good job of kind of bringing it back. It's still close, but it is kind of moving a little more his way. He's kind of really put in the work here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been tooth and nail with this one, but I think as long as he doesn't get into his own head, he'll be able to finish it out here. And
it is, dang son, that was close. That was close. He really handed him Kirby wins.
yeah, well, you know, kind of that being said, I feel like due to the matchup, he just wasn't able to do as much as he could have. But overall, I mean, he's still got another round, so I think as long as he makes the right switches.
It looks like he's going in for this body.
Kirby!
Yeah, okay, so here comes Kirby. I wonder if it's going to be a Kirby versus Kirby matchup.
It probably will be. Knowing just how he is, I think he's probably going to go for the Ditto, but personally, I would have liked to see Wolf come out of him, because he has been dabbling in Wolf a little bit, but, you know. Things happen. I think he's just going with someone he has more experience with.
Right. Yeah. During tough times, you always go with a little bit more comfort. So maybe if we can get him to even out the series, switch to somebody new. I don't know.
Maybe not. Who knows?
So I mean, I guess just before we get started, Kirby's S tier, right? Or he's one of the better characters.
No, Kirby is actually one of the lower tier characters in this game. I think he's around D tier, like low D tier.
So explain to everybody what that means.
So, in Smash and in most games in general, there's a tier list for characters, which is a ranking of how good they are in competitive. And so, it'll start at S tier, which is the highest tier, or S plus in some cases, depending on how weird the rankings are, and like how complex the rankings are. It usually goes from S, then A, which would be, you know, your good characters. The S are the best. But then A is your good, you've got B, which is, you know, your mid-range, then you've got C, which is kind of on the lower end, but then you have D, which is, you know, pretty bad, and then you've got E tier, which is the worst of the worst. And so, with Kirby's main problem is that just, you know, how floaty he is, and how light he is, which, you know, is on theme with his character, but it doesn't bring him any advantages when it comes to actually playing, which is unfortunate for him. But you know, kind of as a Kirby fan personally, I would love to see him be better. But at the end of the day, it was just the changes that he was actually want to take. But overall, Jabari's still able to get a lot of work in. Kirby is also a very combo extensive character, just like how Joker is, except his are they're less straightforward. Kirby uses his really fast aerials and his really floaty jumps in order to set up situations. That rock just there was his down B, which B, you know, is what we just call our specials. and so his down special allows him to turn into a rock. And whenever he does, he gets immunity from most attacks other than throws while he's in it. And it'll apply a lot of weight to Kirby, which will make him drop down. And that's what kills the opponent, is them getting hit by the rock as it comes down. And in some weird cases, even when it's down, you can still be hit. But the rock, I have mixed feelings about the rock personally because of how inconsistent it can be. But as you saw right there, Jabari was, oh, well, not right there, but you know, earlier, Jabari was able to utilize it in order to get another stock off. So I'm hoping we get to see another, I'm hoping we get to see a 3-stock here.
So for those who are watching who may not know, like a 3-stock is like never won.
Oh, beautiful.
Jabari was able to kind of come back around and really not only win, but kind of put on the show and dominate a little bit. He did really well.
Oh yeah, definitely brought a lot of pressure to the Ditto because of I think it was more of a spite thing, seeing as how badly he got did the. Well, no, he didn't even get done that badly the first time around. But I think it was just kind of the I don't think he'd be angry about that, but I think like the frustration of that first round loss. I think that definitely went into the gameplay there, and I think that 3-stock was him getting his own way of getting back at him. And it's great to see, seeing as how he's. Oh.
We kind of stopped there because.
Whoa.
Jabari's choosing to run Mewtwo, which with the series being tied 1-1, it just seems like an interesting time to.
That is definitely a creative choice. I've not seen his Mewtwo at all, and I'm open to the change, but I also need. I hope with how he is, I hope he can still close out the match while being able to change somebody.
Of course, yeah. So just to make sure that anybody who's out here watching like kind of understands, remember Ethan went 2-0 in his match, so we're up 1-0 right now. But Jabari is currently tied at 1-1. So whoever wins this next match, whether it be him or his opponent, is going to get a set win. So if Jabari wins, we're up 2-0. And if he loses, then it's going to be 1-1. We play best of 5, which means the first team to get 3 is going to win. So right now we're up 1-0, hopefully about to go up 2-0. So while they're kind of picking, Ty's on our A team, and it's about time for him to go. Jeremy just went and put in work on.
And Chase is almost done now, and so hopefully I'll be able to close it out for us. But you know, I decided to go last so I can have time to sit here and commentate for y'all.
Of course, man. We appreciate it. If you go out there and you see somebody like a Smash player just lounging around, specifically like maybe like Ethan or maybe if Jabari can tell him to come on in here.
Oh yeah, I'll actually see if maybe one of them or maybe one of my teammates can come in.
Yeah, of course. Jeremy should be playing. Chase, it'd be fun to see.
Oh, Chase would. It'd definitely be interesting. But while I'm still here, we're gonna see how they do. The current matchup is a Mewtwo versus them switching to Little Mac.
Yeah, so that's interesting, and we might kind of see a little bit of what we thought with Jabari last time. Let me show you how good I am with Kirby versus let me show you how good I am with Little Mac. So it's very interesting. Usually when people play, they kind of stick in their own lane. You might have one other character that you go with, but we've seen characters from each of these ones. So as we've been sitting here, not really.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not really sure as to why the opponent switched. I do believe it was kind of a get back for him winning as Kirby. But then again, it didn't really do much for the opponent, which is, you know, unfortunate for them. But it's great for us, seeing as how Jabari's playing a character that I've never personally seen him use. But seeing as how he's playing Mewtwo currently, it doesn't look that far off from what he wants to do. I think as long as he doesn't do anything dumb, because Mewtwo is, you know, really floaty along with Kirby, and so if he gets hit by something like a KO punch, then or one of those random forward tilts, I think it can really mess him up. But as long as he just keeps control over the pace of the game, I think he can do pretty good. Oh yeah, no, he should be able to, as long as he doesn't, you know, like I said, make any stupid mistakes, you know, get caught in a random smash attack. I feel like he can close this out relatively quickly, and we'll get on to our third match, which is with Jose.
He made that kind of look a lot easier than
So Mewtwo's definitely not bad, but he's not on the higher parts, mainly due to the fact that his tail is also a big part of him that you can hit. And before in Smash 4, his tail hitbox wasn't a thing, so while most of his attacks included his hitbox, you weren't able to hit the tail in order to get some kind of counteraction there. But now in Smash Ultimate, which is what we're playing, you can see that now you're able to hit his tail, which makes his combo game a lot worse, and it makes him a lot easier to kill. But Mewtwo, he's got very good combos. He's very floaty, which does him bad, but also does him really good at times, because of the fact that he can set up easy kills with it, with his back air against the edge, like the slant of the map. He can stage spike off of that, which a stage spike is where the opponent hits the edge of the stage and they get sent down because of the physics of it. But there are things you can do to prevent that, such as teching, which would be mashing your shield. I think Chase is gonna be the one who ends up getting in.
Yeah, he's you guys can't see it, but Chase is just making funny faces in the store here. So I think it's about time for Ty to get ready to tag out, because Chase was the one playing. So if he's standing here, that means.
All right. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to commentate on Jose playing, but here we can have Chase commentate in my spot.
Of course, yeah. All right, well, see you later, Ty. Chase is shaking his head no, so I might be doing some solo commentating here, which is kind of unfortunate for the viewers as a whole. Though I am an esports coach, this is not like by any means my specialty, which is unfortunate, you know. So just in esports in general, we play a couple of different games. So on the Switch, we have three main titles. We play Smash Bros, which is what you're watching now. We play Mario Kart, my personal favorite on the Switch titles. And then we play Splatoon 3. Now, Splatoon 3, I want one day to get in here and like actually have this stream, but it's very difficult to get Splatoon to stream just because like where we play, and it's a very community-based game, and like they have to communicate. So, but I would be really interested to kind of show you guys what that's like. But those are the three games that we play on the Switch. I can't remember if I said Smash or not. So Smash, Mario Kart, and Splatoon. Mario Kart's tomorrow. I'm hoping that we can get Mario Kart up here and kind of start commentating that. And then we play on the PlayStation. We play NBA 2K, Street Fighters, Madden, and Rocket League. Okay, Rocket League is like the one game out of everything that I just have no idea what's going on. But our Rocket League team's really, really good. They went 2-0 in preseason, and they outscored their opponent 66-1, which is insane. In fact, we had a really good preseason. We went 19-5 across everything, and you know, a couple of those losses were really just for some stupid connectivity issues. Like we were cleaning up one day, and we had a kid trip over one of our cords, and it unplugged our Switch, and so we just told him let's take the L rather than take this time to try to get back up. But you know, given that we just started last year, we're having a really, really, really good crew, a really good group of people out here. I'm not really sure what's taking this match so long. I thought that they kind of picked their stage and picked their character pretty quickly. Now, I am curious to see what Jose's doing here. Part of me just kind of thinks he might be having a little bit of fun, but this guy's not one of his mains. In fact, he's not anybody that I've ever seen him run. You gotta know him, but Jose's also just one of those guys. It's like if somebody tells him to do something, he's gonna do it. You know? So I'm curious to know if like it was somebody just like run Terry just for the fun of it, and that's what he's doing, or if he actually has a strategy here, or if he's just going around having fun. Now, you know, you heard me Ty earlier talking about Cruz. I do know, and he might not be S tier, but I do know that Sonic's up there. So it's going to be an interesting match to see what Jose can do to kind of pull it in here. Well, I thought he just got it there. So the thing about Sonic is that he's really, really fast. And of course, you know, we know that he's see, that's definitely a big thing. Sonic, just like does the games, possible. I think he just tried to go for a spike there. What a spike is exactly what it sounds like. Exactly what it sounds like in like volleyball stuff, right? Like you just try to hit him down. And Tyler's kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. Yeah, he's doing really good work here. Like I said, I've never seen him run carry before. Usually he's maybe that's just he might be about to get a 3-star off, which is like I was talking about earlier. Kind of like the biggest embarrassment you can get. It's probably the biggest embarrassment that you can get.
Okay.
It's so scared to talk. So what? Oh, scared to talk?
Yes, they're so scared.
Alright, so tagging him for Ty, who did a fantastic job, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was in it. He was on point.
All right, awesome.
Tagging him for Ty is head coach, or I guess co-coach is what we call him there,
How it
JC
goes.
Ruffin. So I was kind of telling you guys a little bit earlier, my 2 games are Mario Kart and Madden. Coach Ruffin's definitely more skilled on the Super Smash Bros. Side, so he's probably going to be able to provide a lot more helpful commentary.
Oh yeah. Pretty much I've been playing Smash ever since. Like started off with the old one, was the very first was 64, then moved on to Melee. I didn't know it was really competitive or sweaty at that point, but I was just having fun. Just like one of our players, Chase, he has so much fun that he doesn't care about competition, he's just having fun. But after a while I got into it with Brawl. Well, Brawl was a mess, and then we got to 4, and I've been around for a long time, so I already know how it goes with the game. You know some terminologies here and there, but he knows that how players are played, and we just work with it.
Sure. So just so you guys know, like Nintendo's been around for a long time. Started off with the Nintendo Entertainment System, then to the Super Nintendo, and then upgraded to the N64. And that's where this game originally came out, was on the N64. And it's actually it drives a pretty high price at like video game collection stores. But the most successful, and maybe you can have something to comment on this, just the one that I see as the most successful was the one that came out on the GameCube, so early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
That's Melee. And you've had a lot of experience and practice playing Melee, so talk about that one.
So with Melee, well, pretty much to say, I'm just thinking about it, like what way you wanted to say, like how successful it was, or how
some of your experiences.
So my experience, it was fast paced, it was just well defined. Everybody enjoyed the mess out of it. And it was just a beautiful game to play. Even though it was I felt that it was too serious, but everybody enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it a fair bit. There was a lot of technical things. There was 60 frames per second on a GameCube. It was just fluid. There you go. Who is it? It's a tie against
We're looking at Jose right now.
Oh, Jose?
Jose's playing his Terry. Only 2 versus Sonic. Jose made a quick work of earlier. He actually restocked him, so I was kind of trying to
Oh!
That's not the ultimate embarrassment. You don't want to get 3 stocks.
No.
So he was able to get 3 stocks. So it's interesting to me that the opponent also chose Sonic.
Okay. Oh, geez. He tried to feel overheated, but he's not. But by the looks of it, it was like Sonic. Sonic knows what he's doing, but he's not using a lot of the player's not using a lot with Sonic's mechanics, which is the spring. Well, there you go. The dive bomb, and using a lot of his spin attacks. I've met a lot of Sonic players that use spin attacks more often other than the regular right now, as we can tell with Terry. I know Jose, he loves, it seems like he likes Fatal Fury, but he probably doesn't know what it is. Yeah, luckily he's not doing inputs, and that's a nice smash move. Moving on, let's see. He's jumping around, oh my god.
Earlier, Jose got the first stop.
Yeah, oh. Almost. He mirror smashed him, so it's already over.
So that was simple. So just to make sure that we're all up to date out there on how this works. So remember, it kind of works like tennis, like game, set, match. So Ethan came up first. He was playing the Sora. He was able to Sora his opponent, bringing us up 1-0. And then we had Dark Sama or Jabari come up, and he won his 2-1, bringing us to 2-0. And then Jose just played the third, and he was able to 3-stock his opponent twice, meaning that we win this match 3-0. So we played best of 5.
Yeah.
And so 3-0 is pretty good, and we're officially done here. So you can see they kind of backed out the arena, and their houses are going to kind of run around. We stay until 5:30. And it's currently right until 5 months here. So before we just kind of wrap up the stream. Is there anything that you want to say here?
Well, wish I had a lot of things to say, but it's pretty short. We really do enjoy y'all for coming in. Hit that face cam real quick. We really enjoyed y'all coming in and watching our stream for a bit. It's a little rush. I mean, well, a lot happens with esports. It's a little rush down. Things happen quickly in terms to what competition we have. But we really do enjoy you coming on. Also, we should put a link. I think we need to put a link into YouTube about that. We're selling merch, so if you like our merch and our styles, we got cool shirts and other stuff. I wish I could show you that, but next stream, we'll show you about that. And buy some merch.
We have a QR code, and we'll post it next week, just so that you guys can see it and maybe pause the video. We've come up with a merch partnership with a company called Emerge Apparel, and right now we're running a 50-50 profit split. So anything that you could do could help us out. We're hoping to kind of upgrade. We don't want these little silly headsets anymore.
no.
We would love podcast mics. But look, we got a room full of 35 kids in there, and we got to make sure that we can stay on top of them. We actually still got a couple of Smash matches going too, so we just want to make sure that we're good and that we are paying attention to them. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully somebody watched this, and we will see you guys tomorrow.